Morning of Thursday, May 24th, 2018, Calvin Castine in beautiful downtown Ellingburg Corners. And this is not your typical day here at Northern Adirondack Central School. It's the annual Ag Fair, agricultural fair, put on by the FFA. And it's also apparently Bring Your Manure Spreaders to School Day. We got the cattle show going on. We've got a variety of games and booths and a whole lot of animals on display. Smaller ones and really small ones inside the school. People running booths and keeping the kids entertained and educated here. It's a day that the whole entire student body looks forward to. The elementary school students from over that way will make their way over here at least once today, and everybody in the high school will get an opportunity to come out here and see what's going on. So whether they're part of the agricultural program and the or the FFA, it doesn't matter. They're still going to get a chance to get out here and enjoy the day. And it's a fine day in the North Country. Temperature approaching 60 degrees as we start recording. It's overcast, but sunshine is supposed to be coming out and approaching 70 degrees before all is said and done. We're going to be here for a little while to get a little flavor of what's happening and maybe find a person or two to talk to. All right, we have a cattle show going on, and I noticed a familiar face here, but I think I saw your husband here doing the judging a few years back.
Yes, my husband Jerry judged a few years ago, and this year I brought two students that are summer interns at Minor Institute to judge the beef show. We've got Emily from the North Carolina State University in red, and Maddie from the University of Idaho. And they're here to judge the beef show, and right now the showmanship class is in the ring.
Okay, so Wanda Emmerich, formerly known as Wanda Kaler. You work at the Minor Institute. What's your job title there at Minors?
I'm the Dairy Outreach Coordinator, so I do a lot of education programs for college students, producers, and ag business people, and try to take advantage of opportunities to bring the students to.
Okay, so this was a very good timing having these folks in the area, wasn't it?
Good timing because they just started with us on Monday.
There it is Thursday, and they're already judging. Do they understand the pressure here of getting it right?
Oh, we put a lot of pressure on our trip over here.
Well, at least they get to confer, so they can make it a decision, and not you don't feel quite so guilty when.
Yeah, working in pairs is good. Yes. And they'll be giving their reasons pretty soon.
All right, so you'll probably be at a softball game later today?
Yes, today is the finals for the Class B Section 7 championship, and I am the mother of the catcher for Northeastern.
Unfortunately, I've got a dance recital that I'm already committed to in Malone, so I told the coach that I'd catch her in the regionals after they won the title. Oh,
okay. Well, we had a big spaghetti dinner last night, and so hopefully they're all carb-loaded and ready to play a good game today.
Now, before we got going here, you told me you had the judge from Vermont here. Who's this?
This is Richard Giddings. I know him from Guernsey Showing. He comes from Addison County, Vermont, and he's here to judge the dairy show.
Okay, so you'll be busy in a little while here.
Yes, I will. They're getting them ready right now.
Now, there are a lot of farms in Addison County, at least there were. I know up here farmers are dropping quickly. How's farming happening here in Addison?
Well, I think folks are doing the best they can to try to limit their expenses and to keep things moving in the right direction.
That's all you can do, because the milk prices are certainly devastating, to say the least. So, are you a farmer? Have you ever been a farmer? What's your credibility here?
I grew up on a farm. We've shown cows all through 4-H, and then of course now I take a lot of cows to fairs for other exhibitors and get them ready, and then they either come and show them or we show them for them. So we go to several fairs, including national shows each year, and have a good time.
Okay, one thing I noticed when I saw these people out here today, this is beef, but normally when I see the youngsters out here showing their cattle, they're all dressed in white. Is this something new that they're not dressed in white?
Well, it's slightly different. For a beef show, I don't believe it's required, whereas for dairy shows it is.
Because of the milk?
Well, because it makes the animal stand out more. When you wear white in a ring, it just really for this showmanship class here, it's really about how you and your animal interact together. So they did a good job, these 4 folks.
Okay, for the people who don't know the difference between the showman being on display and the cattle being on display, kind of explain the difference to the people watching.
Sure. So there's 2 main classes when you go to a dairy show. There's the showmanship class, which is all about how you and your animal interact and work together, how clean the animal is, how well she's clipped up, how properly fitted, how she holds her head, how she walks for you. That's more the showmanship class. And then for conformation, which is how the animal's put together, that's based on how the animal herself is built. Does she have good feet and legs? Is she nice and wide in the front? Is she long and hard on top? Does she have a good, spring to her rib and a good mammary system underneath? So those are the differences, and you judge them differently.
But the showmanship is part and very important is when you get out there to show the cattle, because how you present that animal is important to whether they're going to place higher or lower, isn't it?
Absolutely. You can tell when you watch a class how folks are working with their animals. You can see it. You can see the way the animal responds to the person. You can watch how hard they have to pull or how at ease the animal becomes. And a lot of it just takes practice. This is a spring show here. It'll give them several months of practice until they get to the next county or state show, and then they'll have more competition as well.
So it's important that they know how to present the animal when the animal's up there competing, because you want to show off the best qualities of that animal. So even though you're judging them in the showmanship, actually when the animal gets out there too to be judged, their showmanship is also being judged, because how they present it is very important.
Yes, it is. That's exactly right.
Okay. Anything else? The sun's coming out. It's going to be a nice day after all.
It's a good day for a cattle show.
Our son always gets here coming from Vermont. He gets over Vermont first, and he comes here.
I left this morning before the sun was up in Vermont, but it was a nice drive.
If you've been on a farm, you know about getting up before the sun comes up.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for chatting with us.
Thank you.
We're always looking for interesting people to talk to, and we've got the Clinton County Dairy Ambassador. What's your name?
Hallie Gilmore.
Gilmore. Where are you from?
Here.
Here?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
How'd you get to be Dairy Ambassador? Somebody appoint you?
The Dairy Princess appoints her ambassadors.
Oh, okay. You're here representing the Dairy Princess?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, the Dairy Princess couldn't come today, so you're... Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so what's your duties today?
To hand out ribbons.
Hand out ribbons. A lot of work. How many ribbons have you handed out thus far?
4.
4?
5.
Yeah. Okay. Do you eat cheese?
Yeah.
Do you drink milk?
Yeah.
Okay, I got to make sure. 'Cause you can't be an ambassador for the dairy if you don't drink milk and eat cheese, All right, so you go to school right here at NAC?
Yes.
What grade you in?
5th.
5th grade. Oh, my goodness. Are you in the ag program yet, or are you coming up?
Yes.
That's when it starts, 5th grade? That's the first year you can become part of it? All right, so do a good job today. We'll be watching you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. While we're waiting for someone else to talk to, we'll take a look at some of the folks in here who are... Whoop! Got to be careful when that tail goes up, what you're going to find there. Now we got a souvenir collector picking up the souvenirs. These youngsters work hard here to keep their Cattle are looking good. The cows have got to be clean, and heifers, calves have all got to be clean and ready for show. As you can see, lots of elementary students roaming around. We thought we'd impose on this young lady here. Is this how you comb your hair in the morning?
This is exactly how I do it. Spray it like this too.
So how long you been in the FFA, Ashton Wright?
This will be my 7th year.
7 years.
Yep, this is my 5th school fair, but I've been in FFA since I was in 5th grade.
Okay. So is this, you're going to show this cow here?
Yep, I've got 3 of them here I'm going to show. I've got this one, she's 2, and I've got one down there, and then one on the other side.
So they're all Herefords?
Oh, no, these are all dairy cows. These are all Holsteins.
Excuse me.
Holsteins. Yep.
I milked a lot of Holsteins in my life. I should have.
This here is a Shorthorn, and then
Shorthorn.
And then this is a Jersey.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So where do you keep your cows?
My cousin Bethany's house. But these are all her animals. I just show them.
You show them. Okay.
Yep.
You get to keep the prizes and.
Yeah. Yep.
So you've been looking forward to this?
Yeah. Worked hard with them, and Plattsburgh Fair is definitely going to be a lot more, competition and stuff. There's going to be a lot more people there and a lot more animals. But
all right. Have you ever gone to anything beyond Plattsburgh? Or?
I've never actually brought animals anywhere but Plattsburgh. But last year at Plattsburgh, I placed for dairy handling in the top 4. So then I went to Syracuse, and then I placed 4th in Syracuse. So then I had to go to Massachusetts, show at the Big E, and I placed 9th out of I don't even know how many kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's the problem when you do good. You got to keep traveling.
I know, it's a pain, isn't it? There's always more to do. Never ends.
All right, so we'll finish at least in the top 1 today, are you?
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't know. We'll have to see, but hopefully I do good.
Okay, I know your grandmother's coming, so.
Yep.
She's kind of short. You'll have to look.
Have to look hard for her.
Yeah. All right. Good luck, Ashton.
Thank you, Uncle Calvin.
Oh. Okay. I just. This is unedited, and I just asked Ashton if all of her cattle were Herefords, and she's there combing a Holstein tail, and I asked her that. So.
Oops.
You get one of those little brain things once in a while, and I got one.
It happens. It happens.
What's your name?
My name is Karen the Bombard.
All right, and I better get you this way because otherwise all I see is a shadow on you. Now, what are you doing here?
I am the agriculture teacher and the FFA advisor.
And how long has that been going on?
This is 6 years of this, and this is our 56th FFA school fair.
56?
56, yes.
Well, that's got to count Altona or something because the school is not 56 years old.
No, that was when Altona was also a chapter too. So.
Okay, so it's carrying on that Altona chapter because the school is what, 71 was the first graduating class. So
yes.
Do the math. And
Yep.
Well, it might be 56 when I think about it. Yeah. Say 70, yeah, 18, yeah. So it's going to be, this is the 57th year of So it was here before. Yeah, it was here very long before they started the FFA chapter. But I know they had one at Altona Central before that, and may have had one up here in Ellenburg too. So you went through this program here as a student?
I did, yes. Yep, Homer Bushy was my teacher and my advisor.
So you said I can do better than that. So does he still show up every year?
He does. It depends on if he's in Georgia with his sons and stuff. So it all depends on if he's around. So.
Okay. So what?
Noah Gilmore with
who is in charge of picking the weather? You did a good job this year. Last year wasn't so good.
Last year was not so good, but this year I'm hoping that Mother Nature was just being nice to us this year, so which is good.
She felt guilty after last year.
I hope so. I hope so.
So what's going to happen here today, Karen?
Well, we've got, this is our second year with our beef classes, and they are growing each year. And after the beef classes, we are going to start in with our dairy showmanship classes and the confirmation classes. We have food, we have plants, we have t-shirts, we have tons of small animals to see. So, and there's kids games and all kinds of agricultural fun to have.
Now I know there was a program started up at a recent nearby school a couple years ago. Are they continuing, or?
They are. Beekmantown is, they're growing immensely. They just attended state convention with us, so they're having a great time, and they're getting out there in the community and growing their ag program and making people aware of what agriculture education is all about. It's not just getting your food off of the grocery shelf and picking it up. It's talking about to the younger generation of where your food comes from and what you're putting into your body.
Now this is a tough year for farmers. A lot of tough years in the past few decades, but this is an especially tough year. Has it impacted your program here at all?
It hasn't impacted our program. Our kids are very proactive in what they do and stuff. We were asked to talk at the producers meeting down in Altona at the Rainbow Banquet Hall and Inn, and kids made it on the news. They talk strongly about agriculture, whether it's dairy, beef, whatever it may involve. They want to make people aware, and they want to know that there's a strong system here, and there's young kids, and that's their concern. A lot of kids want to go into the industry, but what do you do if it's not going to survive? And I think what America forgets is that it's the backbone of our economy, and teaching the youth is the best way to basically keep up on agriculture issues and stuff.
FFA is a lot more than just coming here and showing cattle. There's public speaking and a lot of other things that go on in the course of the year, isn't there? There
is. It's a huge leadership component which is involved. There's 3 components of the FFA, 3 components of ag education, which is FFA, their SAE, their Supervised Agriculture Experience programs, which all of our kids have. They have to have work experience in the agricultural fields, and they have to have the classroom component to be involved. We have a lot of kids that do leadership, and we just attended the state convention. We had a state finalist team for ag issues. We had a state senior creed. We had a state senior extemp. We brought 43 kids to convention, and any of their teams they placed in the middle of the state, or a lot of third place finishes, so they're doing really well and taking that leadership component to the state level and the national level.
Now, what does a student have to do to become involved? There's a difference here. There's the FFA and there's the ag program here. You don't have to be in the FFA to be part of the ag program, or you do?
You do, yes. Okay. That is one of the components that you have to have. You have to be involved in an agriculture class. Once they hit the 8th grade, they start taking ag classes with me, and that's when basically they start their ag education component. We have a 5th and 6th grade chapter where we start them young, so that's kind of our feeder program that we have, so that it builds interest. And we have a lot of siblings that are in the FFA, so they kind of talk to them about it, and they see the agricultural show here and the fair going on, and we try to involve as much as we possibly can at a young age.
Yeah, having the elementary students coming over here probably doesn't hurt your recruiting, does it?
No, it does not. No, we do the fair. We have a small basically they do like a fair in the fall time, and they recruit everyone to clubs and stuff, can recruit and everything too, and usually the 5th graders start signing up, and that's when we start having meetings in September. So.
Okay. Anything else, Karen, that we should ask you about?
No. I hope you enjoy the day. We have great weather. There's a lot of awesome folks to talk to. I'm sure you probably got Billy. Billy probably ran out already because he had something to do. But there's a lot of people here, so enjoy the fair and have a great day.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, Karen. Thank you. As Karen said, there are tons of animals here. When you start weighing birds like this, you take quite a few of them to get up to a ton. But whoop! Don't stick your fingers in there. Whoa! That little chicken thought that was a worm sticking through there. And we got some goats. The goats here. The public is invited to this annual fair to come and watch. And a lot of people bring their preschoolers, and I got some. Is that a cow you got in your hand?
Bunny.
It's a bunny. What's?
Yeah.
Does the bunny have a name?
Audie.
What?
Audie.
Audie the bunny. What's your name?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie what?
Lawrence.
All right. Are you a part of the FFA? This your rabbit, I hope?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have more than one?
Yeah, we have two.
Two?
But the other one's at home.
All right. Male and a female?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. You're going to have more than two pretty soon.
We keep
then.
them in separate cages.
Oh, okay. Because you don't want more than two.
No. My dad's have enough.
All right. So what do you feed this bunny?
Grass grain. They love it.
Do they?
It's the only kind they'll eat.
This got very short ears for a rabbit. Is it a special kind of rabbit? What is it?
It's an albino.
Albino. A short-eared albino with very red eyes too. All right. So you're gonna pet that rabbit all day?
Yeah. I just stand here and let the little kids pet it.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
All right. And keep those rabbits apart. All right. There's some more chickens and more chickens. It says apple on that, so I don't know what that is. It's in there. Oh, it's a rabbit back there. But as I was saying, the public is invited. If you want to come up here, just check the school website, NAC website, and you can find out when next year's fair is. You've got some youngsters at home. Go on through, fair fellas. Hello. Are you guys in high school?
No.
No, you're not in high school?
I'm in kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Wow. Are you in kindergarten too? You in kindergarten too?
Third grade.
Third grade. Okay.
The most favorite part of my butt leg is that little fat chicken right there.
Like that fat one?
Yeah, it's so cute.
I think it tastes good, don't you?
Nice, I think I'll keep my pet.
You don't eat pets, right? Yeah, white and brown, huh? Some more chickens here, and as Karen also meant the plants too, so they're growing stuff. This is important here. So they've got some indoor plants going here. Looks like dandelions. I would hope not, but I know some people eat dandelions. I'm not sure what. They have the growth chart and the watering, and they keep track of the sunlight and the watering, and teaching kids how to grow crops and vegetables particularly, but I'm sure they grow a flower or two. There are some flowers that I'm sure are homegrown. Beautiful day here at Northern Adirondack. As I said, there are booths for the kids to play. We see some farm equipment here, usually Dragoon's farm equipment. Brings down some equipment to display. And there are a lot of people working hard to put this on, including Phelan Miner here. I think I'll buy a hot dog or a hamburger before I leave. Well, it's just a little sample of what's happening here on this May 24th, the Thursday before Memorial Day weekend, 2018 at the Northern Adirondack Central School. Today these youngsters will remember, and when they get to be 5th graders, they might be signing up for that ag program. They don't walk into me here. Everybody gets a partner. Well, that'll wrap up our brief look. Thanks for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable TV. We think is worthy of your support. Thank you for watching.